Alright, so everyone, welcome back to another update of Royale. This is basically where you guys can see all the updates. Now, I'm trying out a new series for Royale where I tell you guys all the updates on the update day. And yeah, we went to downtime, and a lot of you guys have actually saw that you guys have went to downtime for this update. So, without further ado, let's actually talk about this. Alright, so the first major update is actually coming from Middle Island. You guys can see that this castle over here, like Cursed Castle, is actually now Cubed Castle, and here it is at 360 degrees, like a full-on 360. I'm gonna head inside right now. You can notice that the bridge is also broken over here. I don't really know I know why it's actually broken like this. You can see that there's like a big divot like in here. There's a big divot. I don't know. I literally can't describe how much detail this thing actually took me. Why did someone join the party? Now this thing is now stuck on my screen. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Hold up. Yeah, it's on public. No wonder why. Anyway, if you guys see this thing on the screen, don't worry. It's just like what's it called. Someone actually joined the party. But yes, the castle is now updated. Let me just fly through it for you guys. You can see that it's all wrecked now. It's all broken down because the cube has now basically busted out. And here is the crater where it actually busted out of. Now you might be wondering, where is the cube right now? Well, here, I'll actually answer that question later. So if you come over here, you can actually notice, like, at most locations, there's actually adduction, like little craters in the ground. These aren't sinkholes. No, they're not sinkholes. What they are there's like these little bitty craters. Now, why are there craters in the ground, you may be asking? I'm just flying over to all single locations so that way you guys can actually see that there's craters in the ground. You can see one's like right over here. Like one's right over here. Then you can fly all the way over to like this one, and you'll notice that there's a crater like in the ground over here at Foggy. And Foggy is like a new forest. And the reason why they're actually in the ground is actually here's where the cube busted out of. Yeah, so this is a cube right now. It has now busted out the ground and it's now like launched its dark magic, and it's pulled all the other cubes that were under the map, and it's pulled all of them to the center of the map so that way they could charge and it can actually explode and release the Halloween event on the map. So this is actually the second stage. We all slept through the first stage, but this is the second stage of the cube, right? Earlier today was actually like lower. And you can actually notice some rocks. You can notice some like floating rocks from the map. But also, when the cube actually exploded out the ground, it also released a little bitty cubes. It gave the signal for these cubes to actually come outside and wreak havoc. So here is another cube over here, another cube over here. You can see a cube over there. There's one at the farm, or Horrifying Hills. There's one over here by Shanty. There's one right here, also by Shanty. There's like two outside, and then there's one where this little like haunted house thing was like a couple weeks ago. It's now ruined. And from leakers, you can actually, if you guys come over to this spot right here where the new like Sunny Suburbs is, here's the new Sunny Suburbs layout. I'm just gonna fly through it for you guys. So this is the new Sunny Suburbs layout. It's not that much, but if you guys come over to this spot right here, if I'm correct, yeah, there's like a cube underground. There's a cube underground. No one knows why, but that means there's more stuff underground. Now, there is one cube that actually came outside underground, but it's right over here. You can actually notice that this cube is blue, right? And apparently, when the cube busted out the castle, there was one cube that flew over here. But what's it called? Lightning flash actually shocked this cube and made it holy, like made it blessed. So now the cube POI over here is called Blessed Blue. Now there's more POI name changes, so I can bring you guys to all of them. First one is Worrisome Woods is now Foggy Forest, right? Cursed Castle is now Cubed Castle. And then, if I'm correct, Strange Streets is now Swept Streets. Now, I think that's all of them, but if you guys want to come in here, then make sure you guys can see them for yourself. Oh yeah, so Medford Markets. Medford Markets has also changed, and it's now a haunted little place over here now. It's like a haunted little, like, village. You can actually notice like the changes. You can come inside here. There's like a little wall on the outside. There's like a wall over here. But yeah, basically you guys come on like inside here, and this is basically like the markets. I know. It's now changed to Roofless Road. Oh my gosh, I accidentally put down the game HUD. My bad. It's now like Roofless Road, and if I'm correct, I think that might be all the changes. Fun fact. Okay, so I'm actually gonna get on to like the little fun facts and like the little like game changes. First fun fact, if you guys actually want to try and at least land on the islands, just know that some spots you can build on, but most of the floating islands you cannot build on, which is sad news to all. So you guys are gonna have to be like, you guys have to learn how to actually play the game without building, like on these middle islands if you guys do want to like land on the floating islands. Next, all mythics have actually been taken out along with like candy llamas because they're actually going to return after the live event. So there's a live event happening today in Hyper Royale, also known as the Upside Down Awakening. And the cube is going to awaken the upside down, and it's going to trigger all these other pink cubes. As you guys can see, I'm going to like fly to them. You can notice that they have this little dirt trail, and either like they have a dirt trail or they have a dirt patch. Like here's one over here. You can notice a dirt patch. You guys can come over here. There's another dirt patch for this one. But yeah, all the cubes other than the blue blessed cube have a dirt patch. And the reason being is when the cube gets a signal, it's actually going to trigger a chain reaction, which is going to explode the main cube, also known as the mother cube. It's also going to explode all the floating island cubes, so they're not going to make it out alive. And like the locations on these little islands aren't going to make it out alive. And it's going to trigger all these cubes to get corrupted. And then finally, it's going to like land in the castle, right? Apparently that's what we're guessing. And it's going to create a divot out this whole entire like little place. And it's going to be known as Cube's Crater. So yeah, and the upside down is actually going to be where zombies can appear, so guys expect that. There's also, and mythics have also been vaulted temporarily until after the live event. So most like, okay, so the freaking candy llamas and mythics have actually been vaulted until like until after the live event. I mean, you can still find some. I don't know where they are, but people are saying that you can still find some. So if you guys can, let me know. And yeah. So the map is actually going to have a big change to it. There's going to be lots of debris that's going to happen after the live event. But that's all I can actually say for this update. I'll come back with you guys tomorrow after the downtime, after today's downtime, for like the Halloween update. I'm just going to give a full 360 around the floating islands. And yeah, that's going to be all. So like and subscribe and tell me if you guys are actually excited for this update. Now again, you guys might want to come experience this update while you guys can, because after today's live event you won't be able to experience floating islands and crap. So that's going to be all. So make sure you guys like and subscribe. Again, come in today, because after today it's going to be gone. So it's like a limited time thing. Alright, see you guys.